I think it's so funny that this, I'm playing this as a speed game when there's so many input breaks. Like, this opening section, you can't, there's an input break for, yeah, an input break for 36 seconds. So for the first 36 seconds, whoever plays this game is on world record pace. Alright, this one always trips me up. There's only 3 text boxes and it sort of sneaks up on you. This tutorial is somewhat sneaky, because this is basically the only place in the game where you have to mash through text boxes and then immediately take a shot. There's like a couple places in the game, but there's very few times. Most of the time, after you mash the text boxes, you get this sort of icon thing that pops up just to say that you have a new story objective. So I reset a surprising amount of times. Oh no. Ugh. Alright, let's do this again. Alright, we're on world record pace, guys. So I try to hit that first shot as much as I can at the beginning of the purple gauge. Any earlier than that, then you just get a really bad shot, but saves like probably no time at all. Here's our first real time save. You gotta chip this in. All you have to do is get perfect accuracy. We'll chip it in every time. officially gone farther than our previous run. One more putt and we're out of here. I was a little late on that split. I slam into that wall like every time. So here I'm going to go on the left side of this bridge, so that way we don't have to walk as far to this spot. So after this, we're going to earn some money, and the record video does it a little bit differently than I'm about to do it. The record does 2 challenges, but you can actually skip those challenges by hitting these little buoys that I'm about to hit. Oh, come on. Oh, that's not gonna make it. Oh, I was a little lucky. So here's where my route starts to differ. I hit that buoy, and I hit this one. Come on. Come on. I'm just slamming into every single wall right now. I've never... It usually lands on top of the boombox. I've never seen her hit the side of the boombox. That is weird. Alright. We're on to our first challenge. Oh, please. Okay, we're good. Okay. Alright. So here's our first match play. It's only 3 holes, so we only have to win 2. Alright, that miss actually might help a little bit. I'm trying to get to a certain spot in the fairway so we can chip this in from the fairway. I haven't really found a consistent method of chipping it in from the fairway yet. It should be somewhat close. It should be in then. Ugh. That was way too high. That's not too bad, though. Alright, we're gonna lay up a little bit here. There we go. Yeah, so basically, Teddy's gonna hit this shot into the bunker. He's gonna hit another shot into the bunker. But his third shot, we want to be farther away from the hole. Because who's ever furthest away from the hole takes the next shot. So as long as we're further away than this shot here, we can chip it in and save some time. Okay, close. I was right on the border. So we're gonna hold off on our points because after we're done with this course, we're going to skip courses and get to the very end of the game, and we're gonna earn a lot of experience points there. So it's just better to save all of our upgrading till then. So this challenge is a little weird because even though the name says to bounce onto the green, you don't actually have to bounce onto the green at all. Like, this is going to be fine. I think as long as you bounce it and then get it further than the deep rough, you're fine. I don't know, I have failed that before. So, I'm not exactly sure what the requirements for that challenge is, because I'm pretty sure if you bounce it into the rough, or if you bounce it on the sidewalk and then into the deep rough, it won't count. But I don't know. It's been a while since I've actually tested that. Did a little zigzag in there. Kind of forgot where I was going. So coach is going to tell us to play the course. Slams into the other wall. So the course is actually a little weird because it doesn't matter the score we get. All we have to do is finish. So this hole, we're just gonna hit into the water and then continue hitting it. I do want to mash somewhat slowly because there's sort of a random value that gets added, like a random amount of yardage that gets added or decreased from your shot when you're in either the deep rough or basically anything but the fairway. And so you want to mash a little slowly so that way the rough doesn't completely grab your club. Oh, come on. So basically, hitting into the water is faster as long as you don't get in the hole with 2 shots. So that's why I played that hole, because there's a pretty good chance that you eagle that. These sort of fast shots that I'm doing here, they curve to the right. Oh shit, totally forgot that. Because essentially what you're doing is when you're doing a shot like this, you're essentially just missing it super early. So the game just treats it like you just barely missed the purple gauge. And we're gonna have to keep that in mind on the 7th hole. So this is the hole that we have to aim. So we're going to hit that little watering hole there, but we're going to aim slightly left of it. So that way it curves in. This is going to be really close. Alright, that was good. So here we're going to take an actual normal shot. We have to get it all the way over these trees. Seems like it's somewhat faster if you hold down left. Do a hit point left. So here, depending on the wind, you can sort of get a little unlucky and end right on that ridge that we're just right of. Yeah, it feels like if I do a hit point left, it's better. Like I said, we're gonna save our points for a little skip that we do. We're gonna head to Lucky's office. So here Lucky is trying to persuade a pro, the guy in green, to enter a competition. So we're supposed to be going to the second course in the game called Lurker Valley, but we are not going to do that. We are going to instead do this. And bam. Skip most of the game there. We still have to do pretty much all of the game still. But by doing this, we're able to get a lot of XP. Come on. Okay. So here there's nothing you can really do to speed up play. You just gotta play the hole. So we don't actually mind if this goes in the snow. Surprised it didn't, but we don't mind it because having the ball to like land like that is sort of slow. So if we just have it plop down into the snow, it can save us time. Alright, we're gonna hit this 8.5 and should just bounce into the fairway. And then over the snow. There we go. Perfect. Alright. So we're gonna, doesn't matter if we get this in the snow, actually. So we're gonna lay this up a little bit, so that way it lands right into the snow, and we'll just chip this in. Oof. Got that a little high. That's that randomness that comes into shots that aren't in the fairway. Try to correct this a little bit. Okay, cool. This will be better at least. Oh, come on. What am I doing here? Ugh. Oh wow, I did not realize we were that close. Okay. I really botched this hole. Let's just pretend that we saw that. Alright, here the wind kind of matters. Going to the left. Left up, that's good. Okay, we're good. Landing it in the snow there can be a little problematic. Okay. Okay. I don't know why. Oh, come on. There we go. Okay. Alright, we're going to try to chip this in. Got it. It certainly helps on the slow play. Okay. I'm going to change the angle so that way. Okay, hopefully this keeps moving. It's a little, the tree's a little in the way, but it'll be fine. Ugh, come on. We're going to correct this a little bit. There we go. For some reason, I just, like, want to move way more right than I need to. Looks like the wind's blowing left. Down? Yeah, down. Alright, hopefully this goes... Alright, sweet. Okay. It's probably gonna end up in the rough. Hopefully this is the, that's not what we wanted. That's alright though. Okay, we're gonna get it there this time. Hopefully we chip this in. Nice. So here's where we're going to do all our points. We're going to get this up to 35, 17, 11. I always forget that you start like that. Okay. The text box is so slow. Alright. Open my notes a little bit. So that last split showed how much chipping it in really saves, because I had some terrible holes there. but because I got a hole-in-one, and because I chipped it in on the 9th hole, I saved time. I always find that funny. She complains that we microwaved the hot cocoa instead of making it. Instead of I don't know, boiling water first. Is that how you make hot cocoa? It's been a while since I've made it. So next is one of the most tedious parts of the run. We have to do this Pac-Man-esque minigame and get 900 golf balls. And the reason it's so tedious is because anytime you slam it to the wall, you just go into a dead stop, so. Like that. Well, that was a good cycle. That. I could have done that a lot better. So I mapped out this route the other day, and I'm pretty sure I'm only allowed to miss like 18 golf balls on the original route that I mapped, so I might need to do a couple detours than what I'm planning to do. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. So that was sort of one of the detours that I was talking about. And that's why that took so long. This one. Come on, buddy. Alright. You should be just in time for this. Alright. This is the worst one. There's just so many opportunities to slam into things. Oh my god. That's good enough. Oh, Jesus Christ. So I grabbed that key to do this last little section coming up. Oh god, we gotta hurry. Ugh. I need to wait for that anyway. I'm just gonna wait. I feel like I missed a lot, so. That was not my best, but it should be good enough. So I think it's funny that so to start these fires, we're actually using a club that we don't even have yet. So it shows how the developer had no idea that you could even get this far. So the reason we're doing these secret holes is because the guy we're about to talk to, we're going to do this little challenge thing. That's too short, isn't it? Nope, it was just long enough, and I just missed it. Oh, there's a variability for that. Okay. I did not realize that was rough. Okay, that was slow. Please. Okay. Okay, that was the last variability we'll have for a while. Alright, that should still be good. Okay. Next one's 3. Next one's 5. And now we're just going to hit into the snow. So there, I held the left trigger to turn, because you can turn faster when... Oh yeah, I forgot about this. So we're going to do 4. Okay. When you're holding... or when your shot is... How do I explain this? When you have a shorter shot, you can turn faster, and when you have a longer... So, you hold the left trigger to turn. And then I hold the right trigger because it makes your putts go farther. That was a terrible explanation, but whatever. Alright, so now we're gonna go... The reason we came here is because we're trying to find this old rules book that the snow bandits have. So we definitely lost some time. This was not the cleanest split. Hopefully it's not too bad though. So here, we're offering something that we don't actually have yet. We're doing a little wager. We're offering a trophy that we're going to win later in the run. And that wasn't too bad. Only 8 seconds. Okay. Ugh. It kind of matters that we hit that into the snow, because he gets a birdie on this hole. So the only way to beat him is to hole out from here. Oh. Oh. That's close. That's alright. I don't know if this is gonna be... Yeah, it's fine. It doesn't really matter if I get this that close anyway. It'd actually be better if I got it a little farther away, because he gets this way too far and then gets a bogey. Alright, this one's not too bad either. We just need to get he doubles this hole, so we just need to get a bogey. It doesn't really matter if we hit this in the snow. Just gonna hit this well short. There we go. Saved it. I keep wanting to like correct way too much for the wind and slope. Alright, hopefully this is good enough. Yep. Yeah, we're good. This hole can be difficult if you hit it into the snow, but as long as we hit it like we did, we're completely fine. Later on, we're going to get a power-up that allows us to tee up from anywhere. So once when we do that, it's not even going to matter where we hit it, but for now it matters. Not what I meant to do. Wow, that was close. I need to change my notes. Definitely not going to remember. Alright, we're going to go for a 9.5. Alright, hopefully that is good enough. Nope. Hopefully we can hit it close to the... Oh, no, we cannot. We're not even close. Okay. That's fine. We just have to win the next hole. Well, we can do that. Alright, all we need is a par and we're good. We're going to drop down to an 8-iron here. Nice. That's 2 holes in a row. It's 2 hole-in-ones on that hole. that saves so much time. Alright, we're gonna do another point thing. Another 4 points. Just got a gold split for like 20 seconds there. Oh, what am I doing? So here's the course that we were supposed to be going to. So before we're allowed to play this course, we have to solve a dispute because someone stole their idol and the turtles are upset. Come on. So before we do this little race here, we're going to take golf balls at turtles. I'm not sure why that helps. Oh my god. Alright, so we're gonna play this little part 3 course. And we're gonna be playing our rival Laura here. The great thing about this course is that you have access to all the holes, and as long as you get the ball into a hole, it'll move on to the next one. So we're just gonna not go for that hole, we're gonna go for this hole. Oh, come on. And the great thing about going for the other hole is that we get to go before Laura, because it thinks that we're farther away from the hole than we actually are. Okay. Hopefully that's far enough. Oh, God. This is wasting so much time. Because I got all hole-in-ones from my PV. So I'm definitely gonna lose some time here. Let's see if we get enough. Nope. Ah. just left of the hole. Wait, is that right? Oh, I hit it too hard. That's why. So, no hole-in-ones. Let's see how much time I have. Yeah, lost like 30 seconds. Not as much as I thought it would, though. Grab all these little turtles. Last one's over here. So we got to do something before the pro shop is open, and we're going to buy a digging wedge in the pro shop to do this archaeology thing that we have to do. Uh-oh. Okay. We're dangerously close to that sand trap. Nice. So now that we bought the digging wedge, we can start digging around for treasure. And we're going to find the idol buried, which we need to progress. I'm so off on these things today. Alright, last one. So there, we found the idol. We're going to return that to the course. And then we're going to do the second requirement before playing the course. We are going to help out the turtles. way off. Hopefully, yep, okay, good. Okay, this is a little under 6. Perfect. Now we're just gonna hit the rest of this dirt. So now we can play the course. So this course is definitely one of the tougher ones to play, because you're trying to hit it. There's some water, but you're mostly trying to hit it out of bounds in places. Next hole is a par 3, we're going to play that normally. Wind is down, slope is down. Oh, come on. Too short. It's unfortunate. Alright, this is going to be a 4-shot. I'm always really scared I'm going to hit that tree one day. Alright. This is one of the ones that is tough. Wait for... oh. Looked at the wrong hole. Okay, get away with 5. That wasn't too bad. Oh, come on. That wasn't my best. Alright, here we're just going to hit directly out of bounds. I'm not going to try to hit it close or anything. Although, that's... ugh. Next hole is a par 3. Alright. And finally an 8. Oh, whoops. Oh, wow. Nope. Get away. I love how, after that round, he says he's mastered that course, and then just totally bombed it. Okay, where are we going? Oh, no, lucky, okay. Ugh, that's not good. It's a 9.5. It's a little too far. Oh, Jesus. There we go. I basically just have to get this somewhat close. Started mashing the B button too. Alright. So now Coach finally believes in us. So now we're going to do a little practice with Coach. I just totally messed that up. Alright, next is 8.5. Okay, we're good. Alright, we're good. We are good. I hit it a little harder there because I don't want it to roll on the bridge. Alright, we're gonna spend some points. Two more. Buy a soda for Coach. So now we're going to learn the hot potato shot, which is sort of a weird shot because it has a very specific timing where, you see, I actually hit it perfect there, so I actually hit it too far. So later you're going to need to hit a perfect shot, but there you need to hit like a slightly early or slightly late shot, which is weird. It's definitely the most boring part of the run. There's a lot of little tasks you have to do. Especially this part. He's going to give us some golf balls so we can spy on the moles. Which turns out they were working for the witches. Not exactly sure the reason why. So then we go blow up some skeletons. Which would seem like that would be fun. But this whole, the next like 10 minutes are just go into a place, hit a shot, go into another place, hit a shot. Which I guess is technically the whole game, but so now we're getting the spy golf balls. So we can go hit it to moles and they can put it in their little homes. Oh, we gotta adjust this a lot. Did not adjust this enough. Alright. This is a 7 iron. Oops. Also a 7 iron. Supposed to hit 9.5. Whoops. Alright, now we're going to the left side. First we're doing a wedge 8.5. Next we're doing a 9, 9.5. Then we're doing a 9 full. Then we're doing 5 iron, 9.5. And then finally we're doing a 5 wood, 9.5. Hopefully this isn't too far left. Yeah, that'll be fine. Maybe we'll travel a while, but that'll be okay. Now we can go kill some skellies. So we can actually, we're gonna try to hit these skeletons, those 6 on the bottom left there, and you can actually hit more than once. It's funny, they don't actually explode, but they it does register. So we're gonna try to go for that. Got it. Ooh. That was 3? Oh my god. I think I missed this one, but oh my god, that was crazy. I've never hit 3 before. What am I doing? I'm going to the computer. I'm surprised I actually gained a lot of time. So here she teaches you about where you hit the ball. Like if you hit more on top of the ball, it'll go farther. It'll have a lower trajectory, and if you hit it more at the bottom, it'll have a higher trajectory. So first thing we're gonna do before we go to next course. What? Oh. Oh my god. I have to go to the groundskeeper first. That was embarrassing. Okay, now we can go into the course. But first we're doing the disc. We're doing this disc course. Because we need this we need the special material that we're gonna get after we do these 3 challenges. Come on. So this timing can be a little weird, but if you sort of wait, you can kind of tell when it slows down. When the disc slows down, it does this like slight thing there, and you can sort of time it. So to try to get it in the center. I'm not doing a great job here, but there. Oh, this is not close enough. Oh, that was bad. Oh wow, am I just gonna fail this challenge? That was embarrassing. The only good thing there is that it doesn't actually save a lot of time to get the challenge beforehand. It's not like other things where it's not like other things where you can just hit it into the dirt and it saves so much more time. Alright. Yeah, we lost 15 seconds because of that stupid mistake. So we're here so the groundskeeper can investigate what makes the Cheeky Beak grass so much better, but all he actually does is just steal the grass. So you'll notice after this course, when we go back to the first course, wherever there was dirt, it'll be replaced with Cheeky Beak deep rough. Alright, so we gotta help out this course. The Cheeky Beaks, which are all the birds flying around, are really angry, so we gotta do these things to help quell them down. Did I use quell right? I don't know if I used that word right. You actually hear I got it in the hole there. I skipped one. That'll be okay. I'll just run back. Perfect. Alright. Next is another challenge where we just gotta hit a bunch of balls in the right place. Alright, so what do we gotta do first? First is gonna be a 3 iron 9. Please don't hit that rock. Okay. Next is going to be a 3 iron 9.5. So each of the colored Cheeky Beaks puts the ball in a different place. Okay, next is a 8.5. So that one puts it in like the deep rough. And we're gonna hit this a 7-10. And the one I'm hitting to here is the only one that actually helps. It puts it into the fairway. But we're not gonna actually be using any of that. when we play Lucky later on in this course, though, he's gonna be using that against us. Okay. Head back to the clubhouse, tell our new coach that we helped everything out. And it turns out they're mad because this guy stole their eggs. So we're just gonna hit the eggs back to their nests. So first one is gonna be 3 wood. I miss it, might be better. Yeah. Alright, next one we're gonna go to 9, 8.5. I'm gonna try to correct this a little bit. Perfect. Next one is a 8 iron. Oh, please stay. Nope. Oh, it wanted a 9 actually. Okay. Come on. Come on, buddy. Where am I going? Down. Oh. I think I missed one. Oh, where's that other one? Oh, God. Oh, no, I didn't miss any. Cool. Okay, we are going to do 6, 10. That's why I was confused, is because I was reading the wrong one. Okay. Alright. Oh, God. Really gonna have to correct. Yeah, that wasn't good. This is a little better. It doesn't actually help you to get into the hole. Although it does help in the fact that it stops the ball. You just gotta get in that circle and you get 2 points. Alright, hopefully this wind affects it a little bit. Alright. That didn't really matter actually. Alright. So now we're going to play around at the course. So this is the reason why we did the disc golf before, because we have to give this like dwarven guy. We have to give him a thing. How is that a gold split? I don't understand. So this course is a little weird because we're just gonna hit it close to out of bounds and then not actually hit it out of bounds, or then start hitting it out of bounds. Although it's nice because the balls just fly off the edge, so I think it's easier than Larper Valley. Alright, we can try to get home one here. That's gonna be too far right. It's alright though. We will definitely take that. Ugh. That's alright. Because we have to hit an extra shot anyway. Alright. Next hole, we're going to do a 5 fast shot. I hope it's this way. Oh, whoops. Guess that's what we're doing. Alright, what hole's this? 5? There we go. This one is just faster to hit directly off. Alright, what do we got next? 6. Oh, Jesus. Definitely isn't my best cheeky peek. Alright, depending on the wind, we're either going to hit a 6 or a 7. 7's is fine. We're going to have to correct this a little bit to the right. Ooh, not that far to the right. Seems like I should go with 6 iron more there. Alright. Get up to 52. sure I save time there. So now we're going to the range to show our coach how much improvement we have. So the next match play is definitely one of the most difficult to do perfect, because we're going to have to chip it in on the first hole, and you have to keep be on a certain stroke, so that way coach hits it far. If you're on an even stroke, we're about to play. First off, yeah, we're about to play a match play 2v2, coaches and students. So coach is always going to take the first shot, and then we get the rest. So depending on which stroke we're at, coach will either hit like a 10-yard shot into the rough, or he'll hit an actual good shot. So we have to pay attention to that. Alright, Tulare Valley. So this first hole is it's definitely going to be the toughest. Coach is going to hit it right into the tar, so we have to lay up into the fairway, and then we're going to have to hole out from the fairway in order to save time. Otherwise, we have to go 6 holes instead of 5. There he is, hitting it into the tar. Oh, I really wanted to hit it into the rough. Okay, this is going to be a slight adjustment from what I normally do. I guess I'll hit it around. I usually hit it about an 8.5 to chip it in, so I guess I'll hit it around an 8. Yeah. I hit it too far left. I probably could have chipped that in if I lined it up perfectly, but it's not worth it. So I'm pretty sure because I parred that hole, I want to get a birdie here. So if I miss this shot, coach is going to hit a really bad shot next hole. But if I make it, he'll hit a good one, I think. my theory. So Coach should hit one right down the middle. And he did not. Okay. That's good to know. So I need to miss that that approach shot every single time. Alright, hopefully this is not too far. Okay, that'll be fine. My PB, I went 6 holes on this one. I actually got the chip in on the first hole, but I just messed up on this hole, I think. That helps. That definitely helps. We'll see where Coach hits it this time. Okay. So I think Coach hitting it long or short depends on what you got on that hole, and it's not your actual total score. So if I would have parred that hole, he would have hit it into the rough, I think. Hopefully this takes one bounce in the rough. Okay. This hole is actually really important to make sure Coach hits it pretty far. So you need to get a birdie on this hole. I'll be fine, we'll make that. Or not. Whoops. That's alright. We can win the last. You just have to win the last 2 holes to do it in 6. Although I have no idea how far Coach hits it on this one. I might have needed to miss. Okay, no, we're good. Alright, hopefully this hits the rough. And bounces in. Nice. Alright, last hole. It kind of doesn't matter what Coach does. But it is nicer that he hits it far. I'll do just fine. It's a little closer than we wanted, but it does the job. Those chip-ins really helped. It's almost like we saved it's almost like we did it in 5 because of those chip-ins. So next we gotta mow a lawn. And then we go to the next course, Bermuda Isles, to try to attract this pro player to go to oh jeez, come on, there we go. Okay, we're trying to attract a pro player to come to our long drive competition. So I'm not exactly sure how to mow this as fast as possible. So I just sort of goes around. But I'm pretty sure the trigger for this is how many pieces of grass you mow. Like, that was definitely not as fast as it can be, but it's fine. This is definitely the longest input break of the run. It's like a minute and a half. But after this, we get to do a nice little skip. Basically skips out the entire next course. Saves probably like 45 minutes. Oh, whoops. I'm so used to running down. So we don't have to do this little challenge that we're about to do, but we're going to be coming back to this course, and if we don't do that challenge that we're about to do, then we have to redo it. So it's just better to get it over with, even though we can walk around. Come on. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, sometimes that bugs out. I don't know why. So like I said, this just helps us for later. Otherwise, coach will talk to us again. But we are going to skip this entire course. Just like this. So basically, I think how it works is that, like, somewhere in the code, like, there's this value that says either you can move or you can't, and I assume after you take a swing, it changes that value back to you can move. So even though you're in a cutscene, your swing tells you can move. So you just go past a little barrier, and you get to trigger this cutscene, which ends this course. Oh, a little early there. That was a little late. Oh my god. The timing is so weird on this thing. Come on. Come on, buddy. Oh my god. There we go. It feels like I either do that in one try or it takes like 20. So, bam, we're done with that course. So now we're going to learn how to do a long driver. Nope, we have to go to Lucky first. Oh my god. We'll lose like 40 seconds on the split. So because we kind of glitched out Bermuda Isles, Coach was supposed to be there, but now it was just an invisible text box. Now we're going to the range. I had so many dumb mistakes like that. Alright, we're going to 54. So we're gonna talk to our ex-girlfriend. She's right on the other side of that fence, and she brought along her new little boy toy. And we try to compete. He has like a phone company or something, so we try to compete on phones. It's probably the easiest part of the run. Like, you have to get 5 shots longer than 300 yards, and you don't need to mash that hard anyway. I'm not exactly sure why the developer felt like we needed to do this 5 times. I've never actually hit the camera, man. So now we won the long drive competition, and now we're playing the Well-Worn Grove Open tomorrow. But first we have to go to coach's office because he wants to take the other coach that we played in the match play. He wants to have a nice little dinner, even though he can't cook. So this next part is probably my favorite part casually. There's this like announcer duo. For some reason you start out of bed, go back into bed, and then come out. But there's this announcer duo that we're going to go to before we go to the tournament. And their play-by-play is the best part of this game. They play-by-play this encounter right here. It's definitely a shame that we have to skip over this so much. But there, they interview my ex-girlfriend instead of watching Laura do her shot here. Alright. So basically we need to get a score even for this tournament. And while we do that, we can also, if we get a score of -6, let's get stopped. If we get a score of -6 going into the 9th hole, we can skip the 9th hole. That could have been a lot faster. So our score, basically what I'm saying is our score matters. I'm trying to get to -6 through 8. Tried to correct that a little bit, but it didn't really work. It's alright. Oh, damn, thanks. Sometimes I talk too much for my own good. I forget splits and I do stuff like this. Ugh. Oh my god. Okay. Now you're all good. Oh jeez, I really need to correct this one. I think I had a note to lay up there. Oh well. We're just gonna hit it into the hole. Oh, come on. The thing about these tournaments is that the wind and the slope are all random, so it's kind of hard to like practice for them. Like I practiced the final tournament a bunch, but it's tough. I'm doing alright. I'm a little tired, but I'll get through. Hopefully this takes a bounce. Yeah, it's fine. Alright, we just need to birdie these last two holes to skip 9. Hopefully this lands right at the hole. Nice. I don't really care. I just didn't want it to hit them all. Thought I saved it enough, but I guess not. Jesus. This is just not happening. It's gonna be tough to chip this in. Hopefully this is far enough. Nice. So because the max score you can get is 10, I'm able to just skip that hole. Just get a +6 and move on. I missed some time from the missing all of those hot potato shots. And definitely that wasn't my best tournament. That's another useful power-up we got there. It allows us to do some power shots, which is like, I think it adds 10 yards. Oh, whoops. Oh. Okay, this is a little weird. That was a little weird. I think I like talked to the computer before the dialogue started. All right. So next is Tidy Park. It's sort of like the old country club. But we're gonna help these hooligans cause some mayhem by hitting some golf balls onto the course. Alright, next we just do a full shot. And we're gonna go to a 9-iron and hit an 8. We're just gonna hit this one into the dirt. So this next segment is a little weird. I'm not exactly sure what triggers the like the next story thing. So we're going into this manor type thing, and we're just going to be talking to people. And there's definitely two important people, the people with like speech bubbles over their head. We have to talk to them. But the rest of the people, basically we're waiting for that guy up by the window to be alone. And it has to do with how many people you talk to, I think. But I'm not sure if it's like you have to talk to some important people. Oops. Talk to that person twice. Talk to that person a third time. Ugh. Didn't even realize you could talk to someone over a table. There we go. So I think it has to do with how many people you talk to, like how many unique people you talk to. But I'm not totally sure. So he's telling us we have to become a gentleman to belong to this course. So first we're going to get some etiquette lessons. This one's not too bad. The next one, though, can cause a little bit of trouble. Because we're hitting it out of the rough, and there's like a variable. It's like random how far it comes out. So that one's good. So sometimes it doesn't even matter what you do. You just hit an unlucky number. That one was a little on me though. I hit that farther than I needed to. Okay. Yeah, that one was just a little unlucky. Whoops. Oh, jeez. Okay, we're good. Alright, so that's all the lessons that we need to do. We need to cover up a few loose ends, and then we're going to head to the next course of the game, Oak Manor. So we're going to try to dig up an old club. Because we're trying to get into this tournament that'll allow us to become pro. And what you need is like a bunch of old clubs. So we get this one. It turns out it's only 6 months old. It's not old enough. We need like a 50-year-old club. Now we go to the soda bar. So this allows us to take up a putter on the Tidy Park course. But now we are going to Oak Manor. It's an 8 to 7.5. This is too far. That should be good. Oh, come on. There we go. We got it. now we're going to 58. What? That was weird. So we have to do a couple things here. That glowing tombstone there is like a wizard sort of person, and we have to do his orders, and we have to smash some pumpkins, beat a bloodgator, and we have to play these little part 1 courses, or these part 1 holes. So we're actually going to skip the second hole and the third hole, because when you finish all of the holes, the ghost comes to wherever you are. So we're going to finish with hole 2, so that way he doesn't have to go as far. So we do have some time to save here because on my PD, oh my god, soft locked. Get more eyes. And we also need to help these people. We're going to be adding eyes to their minions. These little skellies right here. Okay. Next we're going to do another minion. We're going to do that one. Then we're going to do hole 4 and 5. Okay, good. Okay, hole 4, we are going to do R10. I don't know. Okay. Now we're going to start helping out the tombstones. So this one tells us to smash pumpkins. Not exactly sure the reason. This one tells us to start lawnmowers. Ugh. A little more right. Okay, that should be good. Alright. And we're going to talk to this red tombstone, who's going to tell us to feed these chicken things to the blood gators. Alright, one more chicken thing, and then we're on to the next task. Oh, 2 more chicken things. Now we're on to the next task. So the Dwarven guy lives here, I guess. And he tells us to smash all of these electrical things. And we're going to use the club that he gives us to start the lawnmowers. So I'm trying to get two hits for every time the white things goes down there. You can't mash too fast because then it'll not register the second hit. So now we have to run to get some kinetic energy into those things. And now we have the new club. So now we can start this lawnmower. And it can mow all of the grass. Shut the blood gators. So now we're going to do hole 7, which is a 9 iron 7. Perfect. And we're going to get an upgrade here. We're going to go to 60. Now hole 8, which is... Oh wait, we're going to do this first. Hopefully this gets there. There we go. Just barely. Still counts though. Alright. And we have one final minion, and then we'll teleport back to the witches. Alright, Alright, this happened last time. Hopefully there's still a speech bubble. Okay, cool. Alright, we're gonna do hole 3, which is a 9 iron. And then we're gonna go to hole 2, as long as this one gets made. Nice. Just gonna talk to the tombstone. This is where I soft blocked. For some weird reason, the text box wasn't in the tombstone. It just decided not to do anything. So I had to exit to world and come back. That should be fine. Alright, and this is why we saved hole 2 for last. So he's able to just go there, and it's nice and short. So the final task we got from the tombstone is to dig up this weird minion here. So the red-eyed minion is a plant, so that way when we face the wizard here, he's just going to blow up all the skeletons. Okay, first one's an 8. This one's 7.5. Okay. Alright, get the rest into the dirt. And after this, it's mostly just golfing. We have to do 4 match plays, 2 tournaments, and then 1 other section. But most of what we do right now is playing golf. So here we're going to try to get a hole-in-one. And depending on the slope, yeah, that's a good slope. So hopefully this bounces over the pumpkin. Yeah, we got it. So a focus shot allows you to ignore the wind. So that's why that hole-in-one was pretty easy. Alright, this is pretty good wind. At least I think it is. Yeah, alright. I might just start hitting that into the water. That hole is pretty hard to get 2 on. Oh, I just realized I missed this play again. Damn. Next hole we're gonna play for real. Alright, that's good wind. And that's good slope too. That's fun. There we go. Yeah, sometimes this game just glitches out on you like that. It's really upsetting when it happens during a match play where your score actually matters. I mean, here it's just whatever. It's more just weird than bad. Alright, next hole is one we have to play normally. Alright, drop down to a 6-iron. Let's see what kind of wind we get. That's alright wind. Depends on the slope. Okay. Tried to correct there, but yeah, it was still. Alright, one last hole, and then we start moving on to some match plays. Yeah, so we got a gold split because of I did like some new routing with this, and then my other run, my PB, I soft locked, so that's why we were able to gain so much time. This is basically, we're coming in here for the only reason we go to this course, just to get these clubs, but it's also nice to get this item right here, the Ghostly Tea. I guess we got it twice. We're going to be abusing that next match play. So we're going to be going against the pro max yards. The guy in green over there. And this is why, this match play is why we did that thing in Bermuda Isles when we really didn't need to. Because if we step foot in Bermuda Isles without having to, without having done this challenge here, then we'd have to do it again. Alright. Alright, this first hole's not too bad. Because Max hits it in the water here, so you just need to get a par. The next hole's one that we have to pay attention to because he gets a birdie, so we need to eagle it. Oh no, this one's just a birdie hole. Never mind. Oh no. That's not good. We're gonna be in that grass there. I don't think we're gonna be able to do this at 5. That was a pretty important shot. Oh, never mind. Actually, we don't even need to do... No, we do need to tee up. Okay. Sometimes that grass, even when you tee it up, you still go like nowhere with your shot. But that one actually wasn't too bad. Although I gotta stop hitting these so close because waste time. Alright. This next hole is the one that we need to eagle. But it's not too bad because we can just hit it right into the bunker and then tee it up again. So yeah, so the ghostly tee is the item we just got. It allows us to ignore hazards. So it's like we're teeing it up. Alright, we need to make this, and then that's pretty much the last top hole, I think, in 4 or in 5. Because he makes that shot. There we go. I did both Bermuda Isles and Cheeky Beak in 5, so it's important to get these holes perfect. Nice. That's going to save a lot of time. Let's see what we need to get on this hole. We just need to get a birdie and then we're out of here. If I would have hit that perfect, I'd probably get a chip in there. That's alright. We just need to make that putt. And we're golden. Yeah, that chip in saves so much time. So next we're going to be playing Lucky. Because we signed like a lifelong contract with him. So we gotta play our way out of it. It's amazing how many problems can be solved with golf. Sometimes the menu doesn't load, which is weird. So I always wait a little second, because if you do the menu too fast when it's like that, when it doesn't come up, you can soft lock, and you'll have to totally stop the game. Okay. So we might lose some time here because I did chip it in on this hole. But I do actually know also that what I need to do to chip it in, so. Alright, that's going to be somewhat close. I needed to go right with it. So basically Lucky's gimmick is that he is lucky, so he gets a lot of fortunate bounces and uses the cheapy beaks well. That should be in. Nice. I'm not sure if I got a hole-in-one on my PV. I'm pretty sure I didn't. I'm pretty sure I got it like inches away, but I didn't actually get the shot. I need to adjust this a little bit. This might be in the bunker. Now we're good. Okay. Yeah, the player character's hair is great. It's like I love how it's like straight on. It looks completely different than it does from the side. Okay. Alright, we gotta chip that in. Because he chips this in. Nice. Alright, we're doing good. Oh no. That's not good. Hopefully we hit it low enough that that's just not getting it past the tree. We needed to go right with it. I just forgot. I just totally blanked. Ugh. There's nothing we can do. Oh my god. just gonna lose this hole. It's alright. So we're gonna go 6 with this guy. Or at least should go 6 with him. That's not gonna matter. Well, it's gonna save us a little headache. So we gotta win these last 2 holes. This one's not too bad, we just need to par it. And we need to get a 5 on hole 6. Hopefully I corrected that. A little too much. So I'm pretty sure he like hits the flag stick here. Oh no. Alright. One more hole. Probably gonna lose like a minute here, but it'll be alright. Yeah, so we just need to get a par. That wasn't the smartest. I don't know why I hit a power shot there. Looks like our balls are going to be right next to each other. Oh my god, this is wasting so much time. Alright. Alright, that's it. What am I getting to? Alright. And we have our final overworld thing. Now that we finally have all our clubs, and we have our etiquette lessons, we can return as a gentleman. So here we have something very similar to what we had about like an hour ago, where we have to talk to a bunch of people in the mansion. But I'm not exactly sure what triggers the story to move on. Yeah, we do need to talk to the two old men there, but that's about all I know we have to do. So now someone's missing, so we need to do a bunch of things to find him. So we're talking to this guy so we can get a key to a closet. And this guy's trapped in here. We need to free him. And we also, the way we unlock the door is by playing this little mini golf thing. What are we doing next? We're gonna do the bell. And the table. And then the sauna. That loading zone is a little weird, you have to walk through it, otherwise you just completely bypass over it. But only going to the left side. There we go. And that signals that dinner's ready. So one thing that's sort of funny here is that, so we're just throwing dinner at a bunch of people, and the same sprite they use for this dinner thing is the same sprite they have for throwing baby turtles in the beginning of the game. So I don't exactly know what they're eating, but there's a high likelihood it's baby turtles. So we're basically doing all of this stuff so we can get past Doris, who's that old woman at the front desk there. So we're gonna grab a working bell. We're gonna get some soda. Whoops. laundry token inside the laundry thing. And that gives us a red ball, which allows us to play this thing. Which knocks down a book. And it is a good book. So that way we can give Soda and the good book to Doris, and then she'll leave. So that way we can go outside and get a neon green ball from these guys. I'm just gonna drop down to a 9-iron. We're going to go to 67. And that's the theory, that the guy missing was taken by a werewolf. But that werewolf is actually just a small dog. So we're about to find the guy. A little lower. Oh, actually higher. Right there. There we go. I missed that one like every single time. So after this, we're supposed to be going to a new course, but because we did that earlier in the game, Coach gives us an objective, and then we immediately come outside and tell him we have the thing. So this is an event to talk about the tournament that we're going to be entering, and it turns out that Max Yards is also going to be entering that tournament. Because whoever wins the tournament is allowed to go pro, and Max doesn't want us to go pro. And here's a bit of story. The coach is trying to get us to hit a longer shot, and we find out that the guy who we talked to in the very beginning of the game, but should be right before this, was Coach's son. So this is the horrible accident that injured Coach and left him unable to play golf. coach still scolds him. Thanks for the reminder. If you hold up during this cutscene, you're able to make your character face up during this scene. I like to do that because sort of role play that he's just so nervous that he can't watch what's happening. So yeah, we're using these terrible clubs. They have like a really low trajectory. Oh, come on. So we need to get a 5 under for this tournament. Hopefully the win. Nope. Wow. Okay. No, that's okay. We'll get there. Oops. Oh, what are we doing? Okay, we should be able to chip that in. Got it. Alright. We're good. Alright, we're gonna adjust this a little bit. It doesn't matter if we get it in the bunker or if we get it in the puddle, we're just gonna tee it up. Thank God we hit the flag. I feel like that should be in. Alright. We've definitely redeemed ourselves from that first hole and the second hole. This tournament's probably one of the easier portions of the run. I don't know, it just never feels like I'm ever in danger. see if it gets it there. Yep. That helps. Alright, one more hole and then we're out of here. Really should learn what gets a hole in one there. Oh god. Although the wind's never gonna be that perfect. Well, it can sometimes, I guess. Those chip-ins definitely helped. So next we're going to be playing a match play at this same course. We're going to be playing, it'll be another 2v2 with the old guys that we were talking to earlier. It's just 4 more rounds. We have 3 match plays, one 2v2, 1 against Laura, and then 1 against the coach's son, and then we have the final tournament. So he does the same thing as coach, where if you get a certain score, he'll hit a good shot, or if you get another score, he'll hit a bad shot. The thing is that this course is so short, and because we can tee it up, it's so easy that we really don't need to worry about our score. Perfect. So we should do this in 5. So yeah, I mean he hits it so short, but we're just gonna tee it up and then get it all the way to the green. Even though we don't really need to here. Oh man, I got into the puddle. Oh well. Yeah, we just need a bogey this hole. Well, getting in the puddle actually helps a little bit, because it puts the ball in such a low trajectory. Chipping it in's not too bad. This hole, we just need a par. They take the long way around. Where's this gonna go? Alright, 2 more holes. Next hole is a little challenging because we do have to birdie it. But should be able to get it all the way there and then have a pretty nice shot for birdie. Alright, you just gotta make that. Not a lot of wind, you should be able to make that. God, I hope that's far enough. That's alright. So we're probably gonna lose like a minute or so. But we do have a minute to game on Oakwood Manor. Or Oak Manor, whatever it's called. Corrected too much. I actually didn't need to correct it at all. Sometimes playing like the later courses, you kind of forget how little wind there is. Alright, last hole. Par 3, which should be good. Gonna hit somewhere closest to the hole. I think maybe we could get it there. No. Hopefully he just hits it somewhere close and we can chip it in. Ugh. Okay, everyone's 69. Oh wow, we actually didn't lose a lot of time at all. Alright. Oh, because no, that was on the other thing. Did we have a major chip in on that one? I don't remember. Whatever, I'm not complaining. Alright, these last 2 match plays can be pretty tough. This one against Laura can be tough because we basically have to... We either have to get a hole-in-one on the first hole, or we have to win every single hole after that. If she gets a hole-in-one on this first hole. So... I'm gonna try this. I think that's a little too strong. Yep. So, but like I said, if we get every single hole, if we win every single hole from here on out, we have like about a minute to save. Nope. So we have to chip that in. And that's why this hole is kind of tough. I actually, on my PB, I had one of those glitches where I hit it into the rough, but then it just said I hit it into the water. Corrected the wrong way. That's alright. We'll go to 7. This hole's not too bad. Just need to get a par. So getting perfect shots like that rebuild the, I guess, the special gauge that we have on the left, where we can use our special shots. But only a full shot with perfect accuracy allows us to regain our special shots. Alright, hopefully we're next. Sweet. This hole can be tough too. It requires a pretty good second shot. But after this hole, this course isn't too bad. Alright. We're pretty much in the clear now. Because she misses the shot here. Alright, we just need to win one of the next 2 holes, and we're in. This one has a potential of hole-in-one, too. No, that's too short. That's actually not too bad, though, because we can chip that in, maybe save some time. Alright, this next hole she like completely bombs. Oh wait, no. It's the hole after this. I forgot we're going 7. This hole we just need a par. And then we're out of here. So we just gotta make... She's this one pretty close, yeah. Okay. Alright, last hole. So we're going to try to hit our second shot intentionally not close to the hole. In fact, we're going to hit it pretty far away from the hole. Because basically what Laura does here is she hits this shot, hits another shot somewhat close to the green, and then she gets stuck behind a pumpkin, which takes her like 20 yards away. So we're gonna hit this like... That's not really what we wanted. I don't think that's far away enough. Yeah, it's not. At least we can skip this shot here, because she misses that putt. Alright, we're done. We're just gonna skip this. Because I have a file that's at the end of the game here, so I can practice Oak Manor and this match play. So I like to just stick with that. Stick with those stats. Alright, that'll be okay. We really need this in the middle of the fairway. It does mean we, so basically we have to chip this in from the fairway. So we're gonna try that. Oh, that's too short. And that's not good enough. Yeah, that was good. That would have made it. Alright, this one's going 6. It's actually not too bad to chip that in there because the slopes are flat on this match play. I'm not exactly sure why the guy made the slope flat, but I don't know, it makes that shot a lot easier. So we might lose some time because I did make that shot in my PB. So we're definitely going to lose some time, but we're going to find out how much time we're going to lose. Maybe I can make that shot. Man, that really knocks it down. That helps, it saves a little bit of time. Here we really need a perfect shot to land it in the fairway. Alright, we're good. That's alright, we'll tee it up. This one's actually not too bad to go 6 because the last hole, or the 6th hole, is a par 3, so you're able to finish that one somewhat quickly. Whereas the Oak Manor match play, you really want to go 6 because of how badly Laura plays at the end. left. Alright, at least we're closer in than that. Here you can bounce it on the turtle, but I always just go with the safe option. Hopefully that's the safe option. It is. Right where I wanted to land it. So let's try to... Yeah, that pulls that so much. I always forget how strong that wind is. I like perpetually play like the wind is only like 7 or 8 miles an hour. So whenever it's any more or less than that, I just can't I can't get it every time. Alright, this one we're gonna drop down to a 3 iron. So that fairway there is basically like ice. And it's kind of funny because I'm not sure if you could see it on the bottom right, but there's no graphic for where the fairway is, so where the land's supposed to be. Oh man, this is really right. No, that'd be fine. We're still closer in than that. Sort of the double-edged sword with this game is that you want to try to chip it in because that saves so much time, but if you just barely miss, then you lose so much time. Pretty sure I just need to get a par here. Yeah, I just need to get a par. It'll really help if I chip this in. Alright, sweet. We didn't lose that much time. So now we go to this organizer here and say we have played a match play on every single course. And this is it. So there's definitely some time to save for this tournament. I just barely made it. So you have to get a 1 under. You have to be 1 under to win the tournament, and I finished at 1 under for my PB. So as long as we do better than that, we should save some time. And I also figured out that if you're 5 under by hole 9, then you can skip hole 9, which is really good because it's a par 6. Alright. It's not great wind, so we're gonna choke down a little bit. Hopefully this lands in the fairway. Okay, or it can hit a rock. Okay. We're just gonna par this hole, I guess. gonna bar this hole? Yes, we are. Hopefully this lands in the fairway. That's fine. We'll tee it up. It's still terrible wind, though. It's unlucky that the wind is right into our faces. Because like I said before, wind is variable for these tournaments, and so is slope. Alright. Should be good. Alright. So like I said, we either need to finish 1 under, or we need to go into hole 9, 5 under, which is possible. It's definitely hard to do, but it's possible. Especially when we miss hole 1, which can be a birdie hole. Alright, hopefully this hits fairway. Nope. Kind of wanted that to hit rough first, but should be able to birdie that. Alright, we're probably not going to finish 5 under, but we should still be better than RPD. Alright, we're just going to take this all the way down. Alright, one bouncing in. Alright, sweet. This is alright wind, although it's kind of not great wind. We'll tee that up. I feel like we need to correct a little bit. Alright, that's fine. Alright. We still have a chance to get to 5 under. We can do this hole. This hole really depends on what wind you get. Alright, that was huge. Getting lucky on the wind there, because if the wind is like sideways or coming at you, you can't go for the green. So now we just need to get a par on this hole basically, because we're gonna birdie the next hole. So that's fine. This next hole is very, very birdieable. Oh no. Never mind. Alright. Well, that's disappointing. It's also disappointing that we don't have these special shots now. So we basically just gotta play this, hacking it down the fairway. Alright, that's good. Fairway there. This wind is terrible. It's probably the worst wind we could get on this hole. So if we were able to make a birdie last hole, we could basically be done by now. And that's time. That was a pretty good run. I got a lot of chip-ins. But there's still a lot of mistakes to clean up. So this is record. I think the Andy Perfect is at like a 351. The other runner of this game. It's basically only two of us. And I haven't posted a run in 6 months. But yeah, this record could definitely go lower. There were a bunch of things I missed this run. Tidy Park was 6 holes. Blue Mountain Dunes was 6 holes. Cheeky Beak was 6 holes. Let's see. Oh, I completely missed the hot potato shot for like a minute. I mean, other than that, though, it was pretty good, and we got a bunch of chip-ins. It saved a lot of time. I'm happy that I'm going to be able to post a record, though, because I did my other PB, or my old PB was a record, but I had face cam on and my mic wasn't on, so I just felt so embarrassed by that. I was just like I'll just beat my PB, and then I'll post that. I want to thank everybody I want to thank the 3 people who watched my record though. It was kind of exciting. And thanks to Silent Storm for sticking it out. You were here for like an hour and a half. Alright, that's gonna do it for me. Thanks for watching.